This is Bangarang Radio, a podcast network. For more shows, visit bangarangradio.com.
I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bangarang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. You're listening to Pop Punk and Pizza on Bangarang Radio.
Today's show is brought to you by Gamefly.com. Sign up for a free premium 30-day trial. One game out. Go to gameflyoffer.com/Bangarang Radio. Again, that's gameflyoffer.com/Bangarang Radio for that free premium 30-day trial. Now let's get to the show. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Pop Punk and Pizza, episode 21. I'm Jacques Lamour, your host, and it's always a pleasure to have you here. Now, the special guests returning to the show today have actually been here before, kind of like the last episode, but they're coming back because they got a couple new things to talk about. They got a new single they just put out last week. Then they got a really awesome show coming up this Thursday, so that's what we're going to be talking about here on Pop Punk and Pizza today. So let me introduce to you, let me get a little drum roll going here. Drum roll action. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Joe, Jim, and Pete of Red Light Compliance.
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
Not too much. How are you?
I'm great now. Now that you guys are here, and we had our pizza already.
Yeah,
that was delicious.
Oh,
You know.
hit the spot.
And you guys are my first guests in this new setup I'm trying to
It's gorgeous.
arrange. You know, like you got the banner behind you and you know,
looks
all
good.
that stuff. And I really think these guys came all the way here because you wanted the breakfast pizza that you can't get where you're at in Downers Grove, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you're not wrong.
I was joking that's why bands come on the show, because they get free pizza and they drive an hour just to come and get it, you know.
It's perfect.
Yeah. But anyway, so last time it was just Joe and Jim on the show.
Yes.
This time we got Pete.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to meet you.
It's good to meet you
And you guys are just released a brand new single, which we're gonna play in a little bit, of course. But also another big reason you're here is to promote the House of Blues show.
Correct.
That's in Chicago. That's coming up this Thursday, June 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do I have that?
That is right. June 22nd.
I should be looking at my fancy notes that I wrote down.
Handy dandy notebook.
That's also with Glory Days. We got do you guys know Glory Days?
No, the only band we know on there is Detour North.
I was gonna say that's the only one I know. I've never heard of Glory Days or Friday Pilots Club. Right?
No, a lot of those we didn't hear
No.
until we looked at their music videos.
Yeah.
I like both of their names. Every time I hear Glory Days or I see Glory Days, I automatically think of Bruce Springsteen. I think doesn't he have a song Glory Days, right?
I
Do I have that
he
wrong?
does, but we could be wrong too.
I don't know.
Could be right.
That's
could
what
be
I
right.
think of.
It sounds right.
Yeah. We should probably go around and say, you know, like what you guys do in the band. So, Joe.
Okay. Hey, I'm Joe. I play drums and I occasionally do backup vocals, but mostly just hit the skins.
All right.
My name is Jim, and I sing and play guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, I sing and play guitar as well.
Awesome. Do you guys trade vocals? Like, do you kind of share the lead?
Yeah, we have our own songs that we sing. So he'll sing
Yeah.
and write his songs. I'll sing and write my own songs, and then we come together as a band. You know.
Yeah, so like if I'm writing a song like chord progression, I'll have lyrics set up for it. So I'll be singing the lead on that song,
Okay.
and Jim will be playing lead guitar, and then vice versa. Sometimes
Gotcha.
we have little trade-off parts in songs too.
Mhm.
Cool. I mean, I've obviously heard that in the songs, but I just wanted to make sure I had that right.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Awesome. So this show, did we mention this show is free? I forgot. We
No, we
mentioned
did
that.
If we didn't, it is.
Yeah,
No.
it's a free House of Blues show in Chicago this Thursday. So let's talk about how you guys got onto this show
So,
and what this show's about. The show's actually about it's about Vans Warped Tour,
it
right?
is about Vans Warped Tour.
But it's also a Riot Fest show, right?
no.
No.
It's not a Riot Fest.
It's not a Riot
show.
Fest. It's
Okay.
through Live Nation and House of Blues and Vans Warped Tour. All coming together to host this. So I found out through a text message from one of my friends, and she goes, "Hey, check this out. You guys should totally be a part of this." And apparently, bands had to submit their music videos to get voted on or watched and judged on online through this site that hosted the contest. And with that, the contest had already been going on for a week, and there were like 2 weeks left. I was like, oh, we're screwed. There's no way, but whatever, let's just do it. And we're not too big on the whole voting thing just for bands to get.
I never was big on
somewhere.
that either.
It's weird.
Honestly, it is weird.
But I was like, you know what the hell? I'll give it a shot. So we uploaded our music video for Dead Youth
Okay.
on there, and it just started going viral. We had a lot of friends and family just were like, hey, we're voting every day. And out of all these bands that had submitted after 2 weeks, we finished second most viewed and first most popular
Yeah,
Wow.
surprising.
And you guys had been in the contest,
for like 2 weeks.
but it had been going on how long?
Probably a week. And
Oh,
there was like
okay.
a 3-week voting process
Okay.
or something.
There was
but-
only like one other band on there at the time, though, right?
yeah,
when
at
we
the time,
started?
and we just uploaded the video, and then all of a sudden, like 20-something bands, I think,
Jumped on.
just jumped on. Could be more, could be less. But
Wow.
We've always been bad in those contest things too.
I know
Yeah.
they're so hard, but that's kind of I'm glad you bring that up because it's almost like a little tip. Maybe if you're going to enter into one of those contests, do it a little later. Maybe I don't know.
it could
It could
be some
work.
good
I
luck.
mean, it's just an idea, but it might be beneficial to your band or
Just accidentally
You just gotta
get
tell.
on to
Yeah, just hey, we got thrown on this. And,
yeah, and that way you can just kind of. It gets maybe it just gets the pressure and urgency onto your family and friends and fans. Be like, hey, there's only a week left, or hey, there's only today left to go and vote the shit out of us, or
that's actually what we kind of did.
yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
awesome.
But yeah, and then we found out that we made it into the top 6, and we were getting on this House of Blues show to play for one opening spot at this year's Vans Warped Tour at Tinley Park.
So how does that work? Is this kind of like a battle, and
Essentially,
Okay.
what we've been told is, they base it off of stage performance, musicality, along with how many people each band bring. Which is why the show is free. They gave all the bands all these great tickets, but there's an incentive. If you don't have your ticket,
you have to pay.
you have to pay $10.
Oh snap!
So they are selling tickets for $10 online, but all the band members have the free tickets, which is what you want. It's like that golden ticket for Wonka's Factory.
Now I want chocolate.
Oh
I
man, me
really
too.
want some chocolate. So they can. So literally, you have to sell tickets to a certain degree, but you're not selling for money. You're
Right.
selling to.
You're selling for promotion.
Yourself,
It's
yeah.
free,
It's an easier sell, though.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
come
it
on.
is. Right. It's just
Who wants to turn down a free show at the
What are
house?
you
right
doing
here? Have
Thursday
this
night?
ticket. And I mean,
Come
I
on,
know
see.
for sure you guys in Detour North are great bands. I've seen Detour
Nice.
North.
We have
before.
to, yeah. I believe we've played with them one show.
And I don't know if my old band ever played with them. I want to say we did, but I've also seen them when I was just going to a show before.
Yeah.
So they're a great band. Like I said, I have no idea about Glory Days or Friday Pilots Club, but I want to check them out because I'm always interested in new, bands in Chicago, and there's always a ton of them.
Right.
So, I mean, and you guys in Detour North kind of ride along the same line as
Yeah.
far as genre. It's in
Yeah,
the same
I feel like
ballpark.
they're a little more like pop punk.
Yeah, they're well.
aspect.
You guys probably have a darker sound than they do. I would say.
I would say we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think compared to like all the other bands that are playing, we're probably they're probably the closest with us. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I was saying.
we could
So
easily fit a bill together.
yeah,
Oh, definitely.
exactly.
Yeah.
So pretty much whoever shows up with the most, and these tickets will specifically say that they came from this band.
Right.
Mhm.
So-
yeah, each
Band
band
on there.
has
Their
you
name,
know, their
like,
name on the
printed around,
ticket.
Okay, cool. Well, I wish you guys luck.
Thank you.
I know you asked me if I wanted tickets, and it's hard to get out when you're a new dad.
right,
It's so hard.
right.
Like last night, okay, I was given free tickets to go see two bands that I've been on the podcast before, Get By and also Carrying Torches. They were playing with Lucky Boys Confusion
Oh,
out
okay.
in Valparaiso at Big Shots
Yeah.
out in Valparaiso, Indiana. And Carrying Torches gave me free tickets, and I was going to go, and then I ended up having to watch Owen, so I wasn't able to go. I'm sorry, Carrying Torches, if you're watching this, because I feel bad. You know, like they made sure to get me tickets for free, and because that wasn't a free show.
No.
But I felt really, I felt really bad about it. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it out or not. But if I
That's
do,
okay.
I will definitely hit you up in enough time to where you can slip me those tickets, and it's still. No, okay, that's actually brings up a good question. Let's say they don't get those free tickets from you. If they pay at the door, can they still specify?
I believe so.
Who-
I believe that's
okay.
how it works.
That's good
so-
to know, because if there's someone else that's in my position, let's say,
Right.
that doesn't know if they're going to go until last minute, maybe.
We
then-
I'm assuming the band might be able to like set tickets aside for said person
Mhm.
for will call,
Yeah.
but we'll double check on that for everyone.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. So I remember the last time you guys were on the show, we were talking about writing process and talking about Riot Fest and Motion City Soundtracks last show. And I wanted to say the last time we were on the show, you were talking about you were promoting your show, A Township, for Assuming We Survive.
Yes.
And it's funny. I found out, and I never thought that she would be a fan of Assuming We Survive. But I was in the car with my fiance one day, and we're driving along, and this band comes on, and I'm listening. I'm like, "Who is this?" And she's like, "It's Assuming We Survive." I was like, "You know who they are?" I'm like, you
that's
listen, you listen to them? Yeah, I love them. I think she just stumbled on them randomly. Is
Small
how it.
world.
I think because she's a big fan of Marina City, and I
Okay.
think a lot of her music she listens to on YouTube. So she's listening, listening to the different Marina City music videos on YouTube, and then I think how it filters into a video maybe you don't necessarily want to watch or listen
Right.
to, and I think that's what happened. And she's been a fan since. And I was just like, I just talked to a band that played a show with them in Chicago, like I don't know. I thought that was random. I had to share that
That's
with you guys.
that's pretty cool.
They came up on when we like shuffling some Spotify.
Oh, I
thing
was
or something like that.
it was not new music releases. It was like Discover Weekly, and I guess I believe they released a new song, and it came up, and we're like, oh hey, we know these guys.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
they're really nice guys too. Really,
yeah,
real nice
really
guys.
down to earth, really cool.
Cool. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That was a good show for you as
Yeah,
well.
it was fun. It was a good show.
So, and another thing, the last time you guys were on the show, we were talking about how you were currently writing new music. Because last time you were here, we played a song from your current EP, which has got some age on it already.
Yeah, yeah.
So this new single that you just released for free on your website, which is
More free stuff.
Yeah, more free stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, free tickets to an awesome Chicago show. You got a free single you can download from these guys as well. Your website is redlightcompliance.net. The song is called Your Bones.
Yes.
And let's talk about this song.
Okay.
Peter.
Oh, so this is Pete's.
This is
Yes,
a
Pete
This is
sings
Pete's
on it.
baby.
Yeah.
Pete
Okay.
does sing on it.
His song baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think like the guitar part we've actually had for a while, maybe like a year or something like that. I'd been jamming with Rob in his at his folks' like basement. We were just like, we got to write all these songs. So we were just cranking out all these different chord progressions and stuff, and that one stuck. And what actually happened was we recorded with our buddy Rudy. He was he had a school project that he needed us to record someone with, so he recorded us.
Oh,
And-
where does he go to school?
He was at the Art Institute
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know they had a recording.
Or it's like the
program.
Illinois Art. It's
I think
it's
it's
not
related-
the
it's-
Art Institute you're thinking of.
What's the school related to
It's
it? Yeah. I
Well,
think.
but
Is it the school that's like a chain and they have branches all over the
Yeah,
US?
it's like a separate-
It's one of those.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about.
It's the one located in like the Sun Times building or something like that. Or
I don't know.
it's where like Comcast Sportsnet is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our same building, but
Because there's Tribeca too, right? Is that a
Yeah.
that's a
Yes.
recording
That's
school as
Tribeca,
well,
Flashpoint,
and
yeah.
film, and film. But anyway, sorry, go ahead, Pete.
No,
Didn't
it's
mean to
fine.
cut you off there.
So yeah, so we were like, yeah, let's record with Rudy, and it like motivated us to kind of actually focus and write songs. Like I had been really bad about it, especially like lyrically, and I'm just really slow about that. These guys know, but so actually I ended up writing the lyrics pretty much the day or two before I had to go in and sing the vocal part. So I had to like kind of figure out a melody beforehand too. So that actually really motivated me to finish that song, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean the lyrics is about well, it's open to interpretation, but like at least what I was thinking when I was writing them was like just someone getting out of like a bad relationship and I don't know, just moving forward from that and you know, cutting all the necessary ties and not letting it hold them back kind of thing. So that's kind of what it's about.
It's very dark.
Yeah,
It is,
actually.
yeah.
The reason being that the guitar part was like kind of darker when we first came up with it and everything was because when I was jamming with Rob, we were thinking a while ago, we're like, oh dude, let's try to release like an EP or something, like a couple songs around Halloween and have like a kind of like a creepier kind of like themed Halloween kind of song. So that was the idea. Actually,
Okay.
its temporary title was the Halloween song.
The Halloween song.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's dark enough to fit that. I mean, the subject matter. I mean, it's called Your Bones.
Yeah.
That's still a Halloween title, in my opinion. It might not say Halloween in it, but it sort of does, depending on how you look at it.
Well,
Gives
yeah,
off
I
that
was
vibe.
I was
That riff is
looking
very
through kind of like more metaphors like that, like kind of darker metaphors.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's funny you bring up how you wrote it like literally right before, you went and recorded it, because
yeah,
a lot of people I talk to and a lot of interviews I've watched with different artists, that happens a lot.
Mhm.
And I don't know why that happens. I mean, I've done it.
yeah.
I don't know why, because I always work so far ahead and make sure that I have things done properly and that I'm ready. But
Yeah.
then there's always that one song. There's always at least one song that you don't have finished, or you just write the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that on our album Dead Youth, where it was like the last song. I literally was writing the lyrics while Jim was recording his lead part, and I was just like, gosh, like I was like nervously writing. I was like, I got to get this done. We were trying to get this out before we go on tour.
Yeah.
But it's actually one of my favorite songs. Maybe it's just because it's like the newest to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least to like sing.
Yeah.
But I procrastinate. I do. But I'm also kind of a perfectionist or very critical of myself, where it's almost bad, where like I'm writing lyrics, I'm like, no, this sounds stupid, and then I just don't continue anymore. So then I've been recently trying to be more like carefree about it. Okay, I'm just gonna let it flow, just let it out.
Yeah.
Could fix it a little bit later, So
Okay. All right. Well, let's take a listen to it then.
all right.
Alrighty.
So this is Your Bones, a brand new single from Red Light Compliance. You can download this for free at redlightcompliance.com.
I've got this sour feeling sinking deep inside of me. I empathize with stones that have been tossed to the sea. Maybe it's just this place, or possibly the view. My money's on your ghost floating in the room. Finish me off now, I'd rather not wait. Put me in the ground, but it will soon break. And I will claw my way back down. I know my way home from the graveyard for a while now. Now all that's left are skeletons. The flesh and blood is rotted to the bone. No use for foolish elegance. What's left of us is face down in the road. Finish me off now, I'd rather not wait. Put me in the ground, but it will soon break. And I will claw my way back down. I've known my way home from the graveyard for a while now. Next to your bones is not my home. Finish me off now, I'd rather not wait. Put me in the ground, but it will soon break. And I will claw my way back out. I know my way home from the graveyard for a while now. Yeah!
All right, we'll get back to the show after we talk about today's sponsor for this episode of Pop Punk and Pizza. It's brought to you by Gamefly.com. Gamefly.com has over 8,000 new releases and classics available to rent for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, PS Vita, if that's how you say that. I don't play PS Vita, Wii U, and then regular Wii and 3DS, as well as older systems too. Now, as a Gamefly member, you can rent as many console or handheld games as you want and get them delivered right to your mailbox for one low monthly fee. That's it. If you like a game so much that you don't want to send it back, you can actually keep it for a low used price. There are never any overdue fees or late fees. Gamefly also offers the ability to rent Blu-ray and DVDs too as part of the regular service, and that doesn't cost you any extra. So go to gameflyoffer.com/Bangarang Radio to sign up for a premium 30-day trial for free. One game out, shipped directly to you with a pre-addressed envelope included for easy returns. No contracts. You can cancel anytime. Gameflyoffer.com/Bangarang Radio. All right, let's get back to the show. So we were talking about while the song was playing, like who did you guys record with this time? Was it the same as Dead Youth or?
No.
Nope. We ended up recording with our buddy Matt Holmes at Remedy Recording. And
Something's funny about this. Pete's
I
laughing
don't know
over
why
here.
he's laughing.
I don't know why he's laughing
No,
either.
there's nothing
Oh, it's
funny
Jim?
about it. Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
He's laughing.
Okay, it's
I have no
contagious.
Jim's like Jim. So when we
I
were-
mean,
we went to college together, and
Right.
he's this guy that sits in class and he just like says something funny, right? And you're sitting there trying not to laugh, and you can't help it. And he starts laughing, and that's just how he.
It just
Oh, okay.
branches out like
I
that.
get you.
He just started laughing, and got me laughing. and
It
that was
reminds
that.
me of when I was in high school. There was this French kid, and he wasn't an exchange student. Like, he was literally a student that was just doing his last year of high school randomly in the U.S.
Yeah.
And I remember we were talking about before we going to Catholic schools and stuff, and this was a Catholic high school, and we were in, I forget, it was New Testament class or Old Testament class, and I just couldn't help it. I let out this huge ass fart. Okay. And I blamed it on him. He was sitting next to me. And then everyone started like, oh, like, Frederic, why did you know? And even the teacher was just like giving him a hard time, and he was so pissed at me. And he has obviously this huge, thick French accent. And he's like, I didn't fart anything, you know? And of course, that sounded more like Arnold Schwarzenegger there. But I can't, you would think being... having so much French heritage, I would be able to do a good French accent, but not right now because his is different. I don't know, but anyway, it was really funny. It was so funny. Still to this day, I think he hates me for it. We keep in touch on Facebook, but
He secretly is just like, yuck.
yeah,
It is your fault.
it is. He just kept saying, "I didn't fart anything." In a thick French accent, and that's what made it so funny. And like I said, he was just so mad at me.
Do you still blame your farts on him?
Yeah, I do. I was like, oh
everything.
yeah, it's Frederic. Even though he's like all the way back in Paris now. He lives like either in Paris or just outside. I know that. That's as much as I know, and I haven't seen him since 10 years ago or 9 years ago.
No.
Anyway. Sorry,
But yeah.
didn't mean to
Sorry,
get off
I got
topic.
But
you off
yeah, we
topic.
recorded with Matt Holmes, and that's how we get back to
Okay,
that.
so Matt Holmes from...
Remedy Recording.
Okay. I thought
And
you said he was in a band, right? What
Yep.
band
He
is he
is.
in?
He's in Velasca.
Velasca.
awesome group of guys.
What genre are they? I don't think I've heard of them. But there's
Indie-
so many bands
Indie
anyway.
rock.
Indie rock,
folk,
okay.
A little bit of folk. Definitely
Nice.
a folk influence on it. It's good.
Okay.
Good
yeah.
stuff.
So does he record out of his house, or does he have like his own
He's got his own
studio set?
space now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So-
Where is he located?
I believe Southside. Southside by I'm gonna call it Comiskey Park because I'll forever call it Comiskey Park.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think everyone feels that exact
Yeah.
same way. Let's
it's
call
over
it
there.
Guaranteed Rate Field.
That's
Even when it was
unfortunate.
U.S. Cellular Field, it was still
Yeah,
weird.
the cell. I mean,
Yeah.
let's go to prison.
So,
Well, that South Side is rough anyway. He's
That's
talking about
true.
prison,
That's true.
the cell. But
Yeah.
anyway, he did a great job,
You did,
I think.
oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if obviously you guys are happy with it. You released it.
of course.
Oh yeah. We might even, go even further with the recording with Matt. At first, or for a while, he was trying to get us in. He's like, "You guys got to come in and just like record a
Right, and you
song,
were saying it
whatever."
was for school, right?
No, that
Oh,
was
that
a
was-
different guy.
Oh, that was a different
That
guy.
was Rudy.
Okay, I'm getting things
Yeah.
mixed up. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. But we finally did, and I'm glad we did. Matt's awesome. He just works with you really well. He knows how to like communicate like certain sounds you want out of it. and
Okay,
stuff,
I was
so-
gonna say, how is it different recording with him versus Rudy? Did you guys
Yeah.
say last time
Well, Rudy.
for the last record?
Oh no, Rudy. We just recorded like a
That
project.
was okay.
It
Well,
almost became like a demo.
Yeah, the demo of your bones.
So-
oh,
essentially.
okay.
A
I guess
couple
I
other
got
songs.
all this
Yeah.
all mixed
Well,
up.
there's so
here.
many names.
I got all y'all mixed up. I'm sorry. It's having to play country music all the time. That's why I said all y'all. But so who did record the Dead Youth record then?
Mike Govar. He's the he was the old drummer of Every Avenue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then he has his own space called
I
Downbeat-
forgot about
Downbeat Studio.
Studio.
I forgot
almost said
about that
Melody there.
band until you guys just brought it up. So,
Yep.
what's the difference between doing this single this time around versus anything you did with Dead Youth or?
I think we're just more prepared
Yeah.
as a whole, like knowing that Pete already had this guitar part for a while, and like he was just ready to go and nail it out, and I already had my stuff written. I think the last time we were recording, with the album, we were just like writing basically in the studio for like half the end of the album. We were just,
Yeah.
oh, what do we do? Oh, oops. Wait, I wanted to scrap that, but
Yeah.
should we scrap that? Oh, it's
Nah,
too
that's
late.
fine.
Let's
Let's
just put it in
there.
there. Yeah.
The first album, the first full-length album I recorded, I remember that was pretty much what happened. And we spent like a year doing the album. It was like 10 years ago. And I mean, it doesn't sound good because we were just a bunch of teenagers, but I remember it cost us a lot of money because we ended up doing that, you know.
Right.
So we spent so much time perfecting things in the studio versus the pre-production. That's when I learned it's very important that you do pre-production.
Yeah, and that's actually what it was kind of like with recording with Rudy. Like I was saying, because we just did we did this song as one of the 2 songs we recorded for a school project, and because of that, like the song was like we were ready to do it because we actually were kind of still writing when we were with him. Oh, what did you think of this melody? Or where should we put a backup vocal? Or actually, we got to re-record this little section or something like that.
Yeah.
So that really helped.
Yeah, it's like
And
knowing those parts.
It was pretty much it was pretty much finalized with Rudy. So that was like our pre-production.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then we changed some things here and there with like guitar solos and drum parts, and
Nice.
that's
And I mean, the first thing I said to you guys when you walked in today and we started eating pizza was it's like a combination of Alkaline Trio and Thrice. You guys are saying you've been listening to a lot of old
yeah.
school Thrice
old
lately.
school thrice, new school
So,
thrice.
Yeah. Was it Thrice that recently got back together or Thursday?
I think they're both playing.
Are they
I know.
both
I know
playing?
Thrice is definitely back together. They went on like
Okay.
a temporary hiatus or indefinite hiatus. Or something
Yes,
like that.
well, both of them did.
Yeah.
And I was trying to remember. One of them was just through Chicago at House of Blues not too long ago, and I can't remember. I can't
Oh, yeah,
remember.
that was Thrice.
Was
I
it
saw that
Thrice?
show, yeah.
Okay,
I was
I
there,
couldn't
yeah.
remember if it was Thrice or if it was Thursday. But
No, I haven't seen Thursday. That's a band I got to see if they're still playing.
yeah, I can't. It's just it gets confusing because they break up and then they come back together, and then they go on a hiatus and then maybe they come back, and
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's just safe
it's
to assume
just-
every band's together. They're just not doing anything for a period of time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we were actually having this conversation like earlier, and I believe like throughout the week, like, oh, these bands should totally get back together and tour. Like Midtown should definitely.
Oh
make a
man, I
comeback.
thought about Midtown the other day.
Yeah.
Actually,
Midtown should make a comeback along with Dangerous Summer. Both of those bands, absolutely perfect.
maybe just a bunch of the bands from the drive-through records.
Yeah.
Oh, that
days.
whole lineup, yeah.
Midtown,
Yeah.
Newfound
Come on,
Glory.
Richard,
Right.
you can do it. Get those bands back together.
I mean, there are, like you said, Newfound Glory. They
still
obviously
together,
never
yeah.
went anywhere.
Right.
It was only one of their members that went somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love, and I know Something Corporate did kind of make have a reunion, but I would love to see them do it again, so I could catch it this time because
Right.
I loved Something Corporate.
Or like the Starting Line.
Yeah,
I
well,
haven't
they
seen
kind
them
of
yet.
they come and go.
Yeah.
They play. I know. I saw just the other day they're playing a festival somewhere out east, I think, or maybe it's in Nashville. I can't remember where it is, but they still play. It's just not as the full blown tours and stuff like that.
Right.
So like I said, Your Bones is available. Go to redcompliance.net. It's for free, and you guys, or you can check Red Light Compliance out at House of Blues in Chicago if you're in the area. This coming Thursday, June 22nd. It's a free show, and if they want to get tickets for that, do they hit up your website or?
Yeah, so you could fill out a contact form on our website. On the actual link itself, there is no straight contact form, but there's like a list of directions,
Yeah.
and you can go to contact form on the website. You could email us. You can. I don't get this.
There is some kind of inside joke going on right now.
I think they might be laughing at the fact that you said redcompliance.net.
Did I say Red Compliance? See,
Yeah.
I do things like that sometimes, and
It's redlightcompliance.net. That's
Yeah.
the full website.
yeah. Well, when that
I'm
happens,
bad at interviews.
all you got to do is just speak up.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do, man. Do not be afraid to point me out and say, you fucked up. Do not be afraid to do that because I do it. Trust me, I do. So redlightcompliance.com. I'm even wearing the shirt.
.net.
And see, I did it again. I'm so used to saying .com for everything. So
Yeah.
redlightcompliance.net. Yay!
is. Well, the funny-
I did it right.
The funny thing about red light
I'm so sorry.
compliance-
This is so embarrassing. And this is why I
No.
don't. This is why I don't go out. And this is why
You're
my
fine.
this is why my fiance doesn't take me out
You're
anymore
fine. This is
because
wh-
I do stuff like this.
That's how I talk to. I screw things
that
up.
happens to the best of us.
But the reason we don't have redlightcompliance.com is because I think we like
We
I don't know,
purchased
we
it?
purchased it, but then we
But you
like
lost
the
it?
password, or we
password.
lost it. So
I've
then-
I've done that before. And it was a pain in the ass to get that domain name back.
Right.
Oh, such a pain in the ass. So-
yeah, I don't know. Rob was setting all that stuff up, so
It's Rob's fault.
yeah.
Well, this Free House of Blues show is a part of Van's Warped Tour, and whoever gets the most free tickets or whoever gets the most
it's
people
like
there,
most people based off of stage presence, musicality, all the whole 9 yards with
okay.
anything
Now,
performance.
do you know what stage you would be playing at?
I believe it's at Warp Tour.
Yes.
No, we do not. So I think they reveal that after.
I feel
You
like
think
I
they
believe
would
it's one of the
slot, right?
smaller.
Okay, I was
stages.
gonna say you think you would know beforehand, like if it's the what is it? It's not Kevin Says stage anymore. It's Kia stage or
Yeah,
no
the-
Full Sail. It's Full Sail now.
Yeah.
It used to be Kia, and then before that it was like Hot Topic,
Mhm.
but it's always. I don't know if it's still considered like the Kevin Says stage. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
That's
with-
a long time ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it used to be they used to specifically call on one of the smaller stages the Kevin Says stage, but it would always be it would be sponsored by somebody, and it used to be Hot Topic, I'm pretty sure, and then it went to Kia, and now I think it's Full Sail, but I don't even know if they say Kevin Says Full Sail stage. I don't even know anymore,
I'm not sure.
but so you guys have no idea what
I
if this
honestly don't
or if
know.
it's not associated with the Ernie Ball battle, correct?
I don't. You know.
Because that's what I was wondering. I was like, is this something they're adding to?
It might be. It might not be.
wow.
We're honestly out of the loop. We just know we're playing House of Blues, and if
Yeah, I
whoever
think
wins gets to open up it.
yeah, it's an opening
That's awesome.
spot, right? So it's probably just earlier in the day.
And that's obviously the Tinley Park.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tinley Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about briefly talking about the lineup before. Have you guys? You said you haven't looked at
I barely
mean,
looked
if-
at the lineup.
if you're interested in it this year or not, or if you guys have any.
I mean, we know assuming we survive.
Yeah, that'd be cool to
is
see those
great.
guys again.
And there's like a couple others performing that stand out, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the other bands I either don't listen to or I just kind of don't listen to.
I was
I
just
don't
curious. I'm always curious to hear what people have to say about Warped Tour every single year.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's always changing, you know?
it is.
Always, it's either
It is
metal
always
one
changing.
year or it's punk rock. the
I
other.
think it just depends on the person's preferences, obviously. You know, last year I went for the first time in 6 years, I think.
Yeah.
And I felt like an old man, but I'm only 27. You know, I was 26 at the time. But I went because there was a bunch of the bands that
There's a
I
great
grew up
lineup,
on
great lineup
that I wanted to
this year.
see. So I went and actually got sunburnt. My scalp got sunburnt.
Oh.
So I didn't think I needed to wear a hat. You know, I had sunscreen on everywhere else, but
Right.
It always gets to someplace.
yeah, but it was great. You know, I got to see Less Than Jake and Good Charlotte and Yellow Card one
Yeah,
last time.
That's right.
Of course, I did see them when they came through at House of Blues
Mm-hmm.
on their farewell tour, which was months after that. But there were just, I thought there was enough bands that I thought it was worth it, you know. But yeah, this year I'm looking at the lineup now. I mean, I would go see Bowling for Soup.
Oh, definitely.
And I think one of the big things a lot of people that I've seen them talking about lately is CKY.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, CKY's on it. That's a big deal because I think that's one of those bands that either broke up or went on hiatus. I don't know the story because I was never a big fan of them. But another thing that's amazing too is Save Ferris is back together. And I was saying, there's like 3 ska bands that I can look at right here that are on this tour. But you got tons of heavy bands too. You got the Case of Strain.
Okay.
You got what are the other ones? I don't know. There's the list goes on and on and on. But
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out later.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
when was the last time you guys went to Warped Tour?
I went. Well, you went how many years ago?
That was
This is forever ago for you.
Jim can't remember the last time he went.
I went last year. I
You
was
did go
fortunate enough
last year,
to,
okay.
You got free passes.
I got the free backstage.
Oh, because Mayday
Parade.
That's right. We were talking about that. The company you work for made a
couple drum heads for them.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, and you got the Newfound Glory
I-
shot that you were showing me.
Oh yeah, I had so many cool like backstage
You had
like video shots.
Right, you
and
got
stuff.
backstage of Newfound Glory too.
That
I did
was-
see them as well.
They were so good. They're
Yeah.
always really good. And then
Mhm.
Less Than Jake, I was there for that.
Yes.
And that was my first time actually like seeing their full set. It's always in passing when I'm seeing them. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check their set out. So being backstage for that, I was like, where am I? Who am I? This is awesome.
Yeah, I've never had that. Well, no. What am I talking about? I have had that experience, but it was almost 10 years ago
Right.
when my old band got to play one date, and we played
cool.
we played in Indianapolis,
That's awesome.
and that was the year that Katy Perry was on Warped Tour.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
And
that
my
was years
drummer
ago, yeah.
and his girlfriend were backstage when she was playing.
Look at her now. She's
And they got
having a
they
meltdown.
got pictures of her while she's performing on the side of the stage, and I'm thinking, God, that's so fucking nuts, because now she's like this huge international pop star.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing her I was there that year at Tinley Park.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
her
mean,
and Ludo played.
yes,
Oh.
Ludo, that's another great band.
Yeah, I think they played like one right after the other or something like that. I think we were waiting for them, and
They
she was
both
playing
of-
beforehand. Or
Yeah,
something like
both
that.
of them played like the amphitheater
Yep.
stage.
Right.
I remember. Yeah, that was a really hot band that summer too. Was Ludo, and they had a really big debut, and then they just
Yeah.
and now I don't think they're together anymore.
Yeah, I haven't really looked them up in a while or anything.
I was talking to somebody and they told me what some of the members were up to, what their current projects were, and now I can't remember.
Right.
I'll probably have to look that
The
up. when I
the
get back.
drummer, I want to say the drummer is actually in a well-known act right now, but like I said, I couldn't tell you exactly. I'm so useful, aren't I? So informative
That's
here.
fine.
All right, so the important thing is that you go see these guys in House of Blues Chicago this Thursday, June 22nd, if you're in the area, and just download that single for free. Let's see if I get it right this time. redlightcompliance.net.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Wow, he can be taught. He can be taught. I think Jim is finally happy that I got it right.
yeah.
I think he was pissed at me before.
No, I was just laughing.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I was trying to figure. You guys are just
Oh, you
laughing
started
away.
And
and
I
I'm like,
figured it out.
what
I was like,
the fuck is going on here? No, it's cool. It's cool. It's funny because we were just talking about before the show how we make fun of ourselves all the time, but you guys were making fun of me and I didn't know it. That's what was
I
going
couldn't
on.
figure it out for
Yeah.
a bit. I'm like,
Well,
what am I laughing at?
weren't we just talking about that stupid laughing stuff? We just said that right before we went on too. Joe was talking about his contacts, and we started talking
Oh
about.
yeah,
Stupid
okay.
classroom
Yeah,
like
no, just
antics.
stupid class dumb.
And then it ended up
stuff.
happening.
So before we go, I do want to ask: is this new single leading to something like a new EP or a new album very soon, or maybe we were talking about the Halloween thing? Are you just going to come out with a string of Halloween songs and have that come out on Halloween? I think that'd be
anything.
cool.
That would be cool.
I think you guys should do that because you got the sound. You got that Halloween sound, you know.
Yeah. We could call the next one "Your Skin."
And then what would be after that? Your skin, your bones,
Your jacket.
your eyes. I
your
don't know.
eyes.
I don't know.
Your brain.
Your brain.
Your brain.
Then it could be just about smashing your brain and
Yeah.
Yeah.
or you could you know how in one of the Indiana Jones movies they
Oh, the
eat they
monkey
chill the
brains.
monkey brains.
Yeah.
It could be about how you're eating
Kalima.
Yes, Kalima.
There's actually a song
Shut
called.
the day.
There's a song
Whatever he
called
says.
Kalima, and I believe
Yeah.
it's by Neck Deep.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and they do reference Indiana Jones.
I never, it's funny. The show's called Pop Punk and Pizza, and I barely know any Neck Deep songs, and I know they're considered pop punk. you
Right.
know. It's just, I guess I'm still a little too into the old school.
That's
There's
fine.
so much
That's
of
kind
the
of where I'm at.
there's
that
so
too.
much of the new school stuff that I have to get into. It's just kind of like overwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
But I have recently listened to some of Neck Deep, and I did like what I heard. So
Awesome.
I gotta listen to that song
Kalima.
because I'm such a big Indiana Jones fan that's what I named my dog after Indiana Jones.
Yep.
But he's a little tiny Pomeranian. He's not even like a German Shepherd or anything like that. So.
There's a. You ever hear of International Superheroes of Hardcore?
No, is that a
Okay.
band or is that like a
Newfound
cult?
Glory.
Because it sounds like a cult.
It's
That's
like
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory's
They've
other
Their side-
persona.
They did like a EP or something like that of just like hardcore songs,
Mhm.
and one of them's about Indiana Jones.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
You gotta look that one up too.
Do they play shows ever, or was it just
I think I've
recording?
seen I think I looked up on YouTube and they had like some videos of them playing as International Superheroes of Hardcore.
And
Maybe they just played like some.
Did they
songs
have any
during
like
their normal set.
superhero? Because when you say that, what I'm imagining is taking the Aquabats and just turning them upside down. Because you know how they're poppy and fun, and
Yeah.
it would be like if the Aquabats went to the dark side. You know,
Essentially.
that's kind of like what this sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're goofy songs. Like the
Well,
lyrics are-
Aquabats is goofy as hell. I don't know if you've ever heard Aquabats,
They're
but
pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's fun.
it's very actually they're so goofy that they've been doing like kids TV shows for a
They really
number
have.
of years now.
Oh,
They're
I
on
didn't know
Cartoon Network and or they were. I don't know if they still are, but
Yeah, to my knowledge, I have no idea.
yeah, I'm not sure either. But anyway, that's what I think of when you International Superheroes of Hardcore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that- I'm gonna have to check that out.
That is
Yeah.
really awesome.
All right. Well, I mean, anything else you guys want to get out before we?
My birthday's coming up.
Your what?
Your birthday?
Your birthday? How old are you gonna be? Oh, 27, right? Or is you're gonna be 27?
Well, both P and I are going to be 27 in November on the same day because
Okay.
he stole my birthday.
What?
Yeah, it's weird.
That
You
is
stole my
weird.
birthday.
I did steal his birthday. But Jim's birthday is in about a week and a half.
Oh.
Yeah. We got a crazy week.
He's gonna be 26.
Oh, you're gonna
He's
be
got-
26
he's like
in
at
a
the
week and
end
a
of
half.
the-
Ew.
Well, Jim, happy birthday, man.
Well, thank you very much.
Happy, very happy birthday to you. I wish I would have known. I would have put candles
In the
on the
pizza.
pizza. I would have. And I would have maybe had, I don't know, some alcohol for you, but it might be too early for that. I don't know. Some people
never too early.
some people that come to the show and it's like noon, they want to drink already, and I'm like, okay.
It's the weekend,
Yeah.
It is the weekend. I have to. It's easier for me to do this on the weekend because I got the day job during the week. It's
Yeah.
hard to. I don't really have energy for the podcast during the week, so
Yeah.
I try to do it during the weekend. But
I would say any like last minute things would be if you guys are still interested in getting tickets. We've been shipping them out via snail mail for free, but I think our last day we're gonna stop shipping out would be Monday, just to give leeway time because who knows with mail delays or return packages. If you're gonna pick up your tickets, you can pick some up at Evolution Music in Downers Grove on Curtis Street, or is it Music Masters Worldwide Record Store?
Did you drop some off there?
I'm gonna be dropping off more tickets at the record store off of Main Street in Downers Grove as well, or you can contact each of the band members directly, and we will be more than happy to give you them
Yeah,
ourselves.
directly or on our website. You can just email us or on our Facebook or anything like that.
awesome. Well, thanks for coming by, guys.
Thank you for having
Thanks
And
us.
for having
I'm
us.
looking
Yeah.
forward to hearing what happens with, what comes after this new single you guys just put out. So
Yeah, we'll say that it might be a rumor of an album or so. We'll
all
see.
right, I like the sound of that.
There's a rumor out there.
Sounds good. I'll see you guys soon.
All right,
Alrighty,
thanks,
thank
man.
you.